A tutor of the Tagores entered the room with some boys of the family. Sri Ramakrishna continued talking. Master, to the devotees. Sri Krishna has a peacock feather on his crest. The feather bears the sign of the female sex. The significance of this is that Krishna carries Prakriti, the female principle, on his head. When Krishna joined the circle of the gopis to dance with them, he appeared there as a woman. That is why you see him wearing women's apparel in the company of the gopis. Unless a man assumes the nature of a woman, he is not entitled to her company. Assuming the attitude of a woman, he can sport with her and enjoy her company. But a man must be extremely careful during the early stages of spiritual discipline. Then he must live far away from any woman. He must not go too close to one, even if she is a great devotee of God. You see, a man must not sway his body while climbing to the roof. He may fall. Weak people should hold on to a support while going up the stairs. But it is quite different when one reaches perfection. After the realization of God, there is not much for a man to fear. He has become to a great extent secure. The important thing is for a man to somehow climb to the roof. After that, he can even dance there. But he cannot dance on the steps. Again, after climbing to the roof, you need no longer discard what you discarded before. You find that the stairs are made of the same materials: bricks, lime, and brick dust, as the roof. The woman you have to be so careful about at the beginning will appear to you after the realization of God as the Divine Mother herself. Then you will worship her as the Divine Mother. You won't fear her so much. The thing is to touch the granny, as children do in the game of hide and seek. Then you can do whatever you like. Man, looking outward, sees the gross. At that time his mind dwells in the Annamaya Kosha, the gross body. Next is the subtle body. Functioning through the subtle body, the mind dwells in the Manomaya Kosha and the Vijnanamaya Kosha. Next is the causal body. Functioning through the causal body, the mind enjoys bliss. It dwells in the Anandamaya Kosha. This corresponds to the semi-conscious state experienced by Chaitanya. Last of all, the mind loses itself in the great cause. It disappears. It merges in the great cause. What one experiences after that cannot be described in words. In his inmost state of consciousness, Chaitanya enjoyed this experience. Do you know what this state is like? Dayananda described it by saying, "Come into the inner apartments and shut the door." Anyone and everyone cannot enter that part of the house. I used to meditate on the flame of a light. I thought of the red part as the gross, the white part inside the red as subtle, and the stick-like black part, which is the innermost of all, as the causal. By certain signs you can tell when meditation is being rightly practiced. One of them is that a bird will sit on your head thinking you are an inert thing. I first met Keshav at a meeting of the Adi Samaj. Several members of the Samaj were sitting on the platform. Keshav was in the middle. I saw him motionless as a log. Pointing to Keshav, I said to Mothur Babu, "Look there. That bait has been swallowed by a fish." Because of that power of meditation, he achieved what he wanted. Name, fame, and so forth, through the grace of God.